Hello, dear listeners and viewers. Jan Rognerud, founder, chaosmap.com again. Good morning from Los Angeles here. Coming in to you live here on the good old Facebooks. And we are also publishing out to YouTube. And if you are coming in from the Media and Marketing Podcast, thank you all for watching and joining here today. We're going to talk about how to create revenue from social media selling. We like to use the word sales because as business owners, ultimately, all of these actions that we provide for our business is for a purpose. And typically it's twofold. One is add value to the marketplace. I talk a lot about that on these broadcasts, right? So, goodwill, add value to the marketplace. You make sure that the content is appropriate for that target audience, so you're not just spamming them, etc., and that it has a defined and trackable customer journey, right? So you understand what your intention is, you understand your why are you doing all these things, why are you doing a blog post if that's what you're doing, and so all of these things tie together, right? And so today, you can see here, I have a picture of a dude with his fist pumped high in the air with his iPhone or whatever that is in his hand, and money is just flowing out of that thing. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And kudos to Mr. NeilPatel.com. You should check out my man Neil. He's awesome. That image is from his blog out there as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the social media revenue tips. And I got 26 of them here, and I'll be going through these fairly quickly. Some of them I will make comments on. And if you'd like to see more of this online, you can simply type Chaos Map social media tips into Google. And then you'll see what I see there, which is basically a featured area for all the listings within that post. So let's flip over to the actual post here. And these are the 26 social media tips that will create more revenue for you. And as I said, we talk about social media all day long, every day, all the time, because it is that powerful. In the previous post, I talked a lot about 10xing the content. And if you heard that, if you saw it, I appreciate it very much. You can go to 10xthecontent.com to learn more about that and what we provide in that area. But ultimately, as I said, all of these things that you're doing online, and especially with social media, is that you plan out the strategy, that you build it over time, that you track everything, and that you lead your prospects down the customer path, if you will, down to your ultimate sales objectives, and that it is a clear funnel that informs, educates, inspires, and converts, right? That's the summary, really, with all of this stuff that we're doing. So without further ado, I'm going to dive in with number one here. And by the way, thanks again, as I said, for watching and listening to all this work that we're doing over here. I absolutely love it. Appreciate all of that feedback. Next week, definitely keep watching and listening. We have some great new experts coming on. And we're going to kick off next week with a fellow that has developed thousands, tens of thousands, and I think as much as $1 million online just blogging. So we're going to hear a lot more about that, and that'll be a live broadcast as well. But so keep watching for next week. We're doing something really cool there. So number one here, offer something to new followers, right? So again, I'm going to talk about some of these. Some of these I'm going to go faster. But basically, you don't want to just ask people to buy, right? This gets right back to this building the know, like, and trust experience. So you want to offer something, and typically that could be a live like this is right out on Facebook, or it could be a free guide or a training video, exclusive content or discounts, etc. So you're basically getting them, psychologically triggered, right? And again, when I talk about the customer journey, I talk about the cold traffic at the top of funnel, right? Middle of funnel would be the warm traffic, and then the hot traffic is the very bottom of the funnel. So it's top of funnel, middle, and bottom. Well, depending on where you're at there, you're going to have different content strategies. But this key here, just wanted to really sort of embellish on this, is you need to offer something, and you need to offer something continually, not just new followers. And that's an ongoing exercise, and building out those strategies is going to be important. Number 2, humanize your social media presence. I think that's a given. Won't speak to that too much more. Number 3, funnel traffic from social media to your website. Yes, I see a lot of this at the agency as well. We'll go and look at profiles, and they haven't set up their links back to their website. There's no clear call to action. There's a lack of branding, etc., and consistency for that. So definitely number 3 is important. And also, when you funnel that traffic, this leads into number 4, make sure that when they enter your website that there's a clear call to action from that, right? So yes, it's common to just send them to your homepage, but actually what will help you more along that path is to create a URL structure, and maybe you're using a bit.ly shortener, which is really great for sort of helping to direct that traffic and also track it. Is that you funnel your traffic from the website once they get there to the actual desired action, right? Number 5, make sure the funnel converts. And yes, if you have a brand new setup, you're going to have to develop some time and money to develop that. We call this proof of concept, right? And you need a system where you can track the ratio of visitors to conversions, and you need to tweak and update as necessary, which is something that we do all the time at the agency. This is not a once and done thing. It's ongoing maintenance and management and conversations about what works best. In fact, I just spoke to somebody yesterday who had good frontline metrics in Facebook ads, which we do a lot of, but it was not converting. And very often it comes right down to the offer. So we'll talk more about that another time. But number 6 here, post occasional share bait. And I don't necessarily like the word bait because it feels like, bait and switch. But the truth is you can't, write anything that is boring, right? So if you say accounting services here, okay, who's going to even stop and look at that, right? Unless it's a weird picture with a dog and a cat, jumping up and down on a treadmill or something. Again, this is not the way to do it. So you need to create a strong headline, something that creates an emotional pull that is helpful, So, but at the same time, you may want to play with, like listicles, like the 10 ways to X, the 3 ways or the 3 things to avoid when blah, 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 right? So you need to think about that. If you Google, headlines and, psychological triggers combined, you're going to get a lot of ideas. Number 7, connect your website to social media. That is also sort of the reverse of what we talked about earlier, is make sure that you have all your social icons verified, typically in the footer, right, of your website, that they go back out to the right social media platforms and that they're actually working. I had a client recently where they had used this for months and it actually wasn't even working. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Right? Number 8, every social media update shouldn't be an offer. Okay, so that's a little bit anti to what I just said. But what happens is this is all about that know, like, and trust, the customer journey again. It's some repeating themes here, as you can tell. But you don't want to just create offers, right? So maybe a natural balance for you might be, 70-30 or 80-20. 80% of the time you have good value and goodwill and basically content and helpful things that you're doing. And then the 20% of the time is where you insert offers, right? So sales offers typically should be in the minority, but if it's done in a cool way, then you can. I mean, listen to this. If you want more, go to chaosmap.com, click on the red button on the page, on the home page there, take a look at a case study, and if you like what you see, click the red button again. I think there's a red button, and set up a time to speak. Well, that was the offer right there. Number 9, watch related hashtags, right? So hashtags, of course, is a great way to filter down your content. We're doing that here for these posts with the hashtag Chaos Map. It ties together all the posts here that we're doing on Facebook Lives. And, of course, Twitter started this back in the heyday. And you want to use those. And there are tools out there in the marketplace so that you can, find out what these hashtags might be for your marketplace. So that's number 9. 10, Even non-buyers are valuable, right? So, we want the sale yesterday. We want it now. Everybody wants it now, right? Well, building this relationship is an ongoing exercise, and somebody might come into your funnel and maybe they downloaded your checklist or guide or, how-to PDF document, let's say, right? Well, they are now on your list. You can share more content to these. You can email them. This is now what we call permission-based marketing. They haven't bought from you, but you're going to always have a list of subscribers and buyers. That segmentation is important because each one will get a different content piece. Each one can be developed as custom audiences on Facebook, right? Lookalikes, etc. Number 11, social media is more than a platform for broadcasting new blog posts. Exactly. So, you have different types of formats, etc. But, if you're just pushing out blog posts and sending a link back, and that's your only strategy, then you want to make sure that that's actually working for you, right? So nothing is static in this social media land in this year, 2019. So you should be always testing and seeing what's working. Now, if it is working, don't stop that, right? You definitely want to do that. But I also, just a side note on this, on number 11 here, I see a lot of folks who are just trying new things because they don't believe it's working, or they've heard somewhere that, you shouldn't be blogging, you should be doing live videos instead, right? And so you're spending a lot of time, but it's really not working. Number 12, serve others too, right? So as I said, each social media update doesn't have to be self-serving, right? You need to continue that interesting content and offers occasionally, naturally spread out, right? Even if you have nothing to gain. I mean, a great example of this is if you're in Los Angeles for the geo region and you type social media experts. I think I'm number 3 or 4 in Google ranking there. Adds a lot of value to the marketplace, but I actually brought in a lot of the competitors into that list. Well, it shows an independence and an authority that Google loves and that customers like, or prospects. So it doesn't have to just be, give me your money. So serve your community. Number 13, ask your followers for help. That's a useful one. Number 14, be there for your followers after the sale. That's a given. We definitely don't want to skimp on that. Comment on trending topics. That's number 15. Number 16, add a photo to your profile. We'll have to stop there for a moment. See that a lot. Not a current photo, not a professional photo, no photo at all. All of these should have a branded professional picture, right? And there's some discussion here, right? For LinkedIn, you have company pages, and maybe you have a logo that represents your company. That may be fine. On your personal side, though, you definitely want to showcase you, get a professional picture and a close-up, not you sitting behind a desk way in the back, can't see you. This is all about, again, building that trust and connection to you. Number 16, definitely very important. Number 17, utilize the strengths of each social media service. Wow, profound once again. If you are, say, in photography and you're hammering hard on LinkedIn, you're going to likely be in the wrong place. Although, again, marketing strategy can dictate that that'll be a supporting effort for you. But right away, you would want to go to Pinterest. Pinterest at that point is going to be really visual for you and works great. That's number 17. 18, give your updates engaging headlines. Talked about that. There's some great books out in the marketing place, in the marketing space, on Amazon, etc. You can look for copywriting headlines. You can search in Google. You'll find some great books there. Number 19, follow the people who follow you with discretion. This used to be kind of back in the day with, bots and spam engines where, okay, well, I followed 200 people or, they botted me, so I'm going to bot them back with just a follower kind of duplication. Well, do this with discretion, right? So when you follow them, make sure that you actually really want to follow them, not just give them a hint that you're around. If you do follow them, add some commenting and some feedback to that, right? So that's number 19. 20, manage your reputation carefully. All of this is key to your ongoing brand position. You want to make sure that, understand that this content that you're posting out there lasts forever, quote unquote. Although now, of course, with stories and things, Snapchat started this, things disappear, ephemeral, as the word is, they disappear after a certain period of time. On Facebook now, after 24 hours. But still ongoing here to make sure that you're doing this consistently and that you're not posting weird or embarrassing content, party photos, etc. So just, stay within that realm of, presentation versus revelation, right? So present your information. Don't reveal, behind the scenes information that could potentially come back and haunt you. Number 21, stay relevant. Always very, very important. If you're posting all about your Kardashian experiences and that's what you do, well, then continue doing that, right? But if you're in business, don't sort of mix this up in a crazy, weird, odd way that, people don't get a sense for you as a real person. It seems like you're just trying to copy anybody or anything else, right, out there in the marketplace. So 21, stay relevant. Number 22, minimize links in social media updates. Very important. Used to be that you're just basically creating a video or a blog post and you're just slapping up a link. There's no synopsis or any scenario building, any of that. It's just, slap it up there and hope that I get something, spray and hope marketing. What is it called? It's spray and, forget the expression right now. That's all right. Number 23, pictures and videos have value more than you think. Yes, of course, we're visual creatures here on this good old planet. So anything with pictures and videos, especially videos, of course, Facebook wants to be the next video, behemoth out there, the champion of videos, not YouTube, but Facebook. So videos work great. Number 24, break the ice with potential new leads. This is just really marketing 101 here. As they come into your funnel, make sure that you understand that, these leads don't just sell themselves, right? Unless you're Apple or something and people are standing in line outside of your store. But still, that entire user experience from, the first touch all the way through purchase and then beyond as an advocate is going to be very important. Number 24. Number 25. Time the updates for when they will read them, right? So if you have good analytics and tracking, this will really help you. Now you see in the marketplace, Tuesdays is great for this, Wednesdays is the best day at 6 a.m. for email. Make sure you post on Thursdays between 2 in the morning and 6 at night, and on the weekends, Sundays are best. Now, all of those are going to be important. BuzzSumo has posted a lot of great data, buzzsumo.com. Look at that, understand that that's important to kind of capture into your social media strategy, but then ultimately test it. Don't go for the industry research that says for you, it is these timelines that work for you. And then you don't even test it, right? You just deploy and find that it's either working, not working, or somewhere in the middle. Make sure that you track all this, right? Analytics is a key piece of this, data, right? And then finally, number 26, try new things frequently. I spoke about this a few minutes ago. You don't want to just, throw it out there and think that that's it. You need to test, you need to learn, you need to see what's actually happening within your marketplace. And, also don't be afraid to reach out. There are other people out there that are even more experienced than you. Mentors, agencies, experts out in the marketplace that can help you. Definitely, don't sort of stay in a silo or behind the screen and just read. Apply, test, reach out, ask for help. Asking for help is one of those things that, we as professionals sometimes have a hard time doing, by the way. It's like, I just don't see myself asking for help. I'm a smart guy or gal. And, no, reach out. And in fact, if you want to reach out here, chaosmap.com. Go right there. Set up a time. There's multiple buttons on the page, and I just wanted to get this out here quickly for you today. Lots of exciting new tips here to create revenue for your business, and always enjoy making these for you. And so go do it, take action, and keep testing. This is Jan. Talk to you at the next one. See you guys and gals. Yeah.